countries banning Barbie. The movie breaking box office records across the globe is banned in Algeria, Lebanon, Kuwait, Vietnam. Issues ranging from promoting homosexuality to a geopolitical faux pas over a map. We'll have Barbie analysis in this bulletin. Thank you very much for being with us. We start then with the growing controversy over the Barbie film, a dramatised cinema adventure featuring the world-famous toy dolls, Barbie and her boyfriend, Ken. The film stars Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. It's already broken box office records worldwide, grossing over $1 billion. But in some countries, the Barbie movie is banned. In Algeria, for instance, reportedly for corrupting morals. The film's been removed from cinemas after a month of showings. In Kuwait, Barbie is banned for encouraging unacceptable behaviour and distorting society's values. In Lebanon, the issue appears to be that Barbie promotes homosexuality. In Vietnam and the Philippines, there was a problem with a map in the film that appeared to support China's view of who owns what in the South China Sea. Who would have thought that Barbie would be so controversial? For years, of course, there's been objections from feminists about how Barbie, the toy doll, objectifies and stereotypes the role of women in society. And the film seems to have ruffled feathers across the world. Let's get some analysis on this story. Ayman Mhanna joins us from Beirut. Good evening to you, sir. What is the situation precisely in Lebanon regarding the film? Can you throw some more light on that for us?
Good evening. In Lebanon, the movie has not been officially banned yet. The Minister of Culture, who is very close to Hezbollah, has asked for the movie to be banned. But the process to actually ban a movie is quite cumbersome in Lebanon, like everything to do with administrative procedures. It has to go through a committee, and then the final decision to ban a movie comes from the Interior Minister. We're not there yet. The committee hasn't found anything that justifies a ban. And the movies are still scheduling to broadcast Barbie on the 31st of August onwards. However, we don't know if it's going to happen. Because of the pressure, today that same Minister of Culture submitted a bill to the Cabinet of Ministers to ban the promotion of homosexuality because he doesn't think maybe that the movie will be banned. He's trying other methods and other techniques to enforce a very conservative societal view on everyone.
Indeed, this is, as you rightly pointed out, I think this idea of banning something because it's promoting homosexuality immediately points to a specific religious position. And you can find, obviously, in both Muslim world and Christian world, that same position against homosexuality. From your perspective, from your foundation that you represent and from the people that you work with, what is your view of the film?
Looking forward to watching the movie the moment it will be in the cinemas in Lebanon on the 31st of August. I haven't watched it yet, but from everything we read, just the mere idea that it promotes homosexuality is ridiculous. According to everyone who watched the movie, it definitely challenges patriarchal views of societies and challenges practices that impose a certain worldview, which a lot of conservative forces, not only in Lebanon, not only in the Arab world, but across several areas of the world, is disturbing for people who are used to privileges. And this is something we always welcome. Any movie, any piece of art that challenges established worldviews that have enabled decades, centuries, millennia of privilege for one segment of the population, whatever it is, against others, is something that we welcome, because it's only through challenging these systems that societies move forward.
Indeed. Ayman, my daughter's 22 years old. She saw the film in London. She told me it's that patriarchal challenge that really she left the cinema thinking about the fact that it does challenge the patriarchy in that sense. Do you think this is really what is getting under the skin of some people who want to ban the film?
In most countries in the region, whether in Lebanon, Kuwait, Iraq, or Algeria, I think there is also some political tactics involved. These are countries, especially Lebanon, that are going through very difficult political times, economic times, a complete collapse of the currency, the Beirut port explosion, whose investigation is being completely hindered by that same political party, and I would even say, but that same Minister of Culture. And it is always the technique of these parties to deflect the discussion. Instead of discussing why the country is going through such a turmoil, who's responsible, why did these parties enable such high levels of corruption, why are they preventing accountability for those who died in the Beirut port explosion, why aren't we looking at the causes of real tension between people who belong to different political parties? Let's deflect the discussion to issues that are labeled as moral, as related to our values. This way, we don't hold anyone accountable. We lead people to just think about, scapegoating some segments of the population, whether these segments are LGBT people or refugees in some other instances. This way, we remove the discussion from where it should be, which is the issue of accountability, in order to discuss things that hide behind values, that hide behind morals, but whose real objective is just to deflect the conversation and forget what really matters for people's everyday life.
So, Ayman, what you're saying is that Abbas Muqtada, the Lebanese culture minister, his tactic here is really deflecting from the real issues that people are really sort of preoccupied by in Lebanon.
Abbas Murtada is his predecessor. Another Murtada is also a minister of culture. Yes, absolutely. This is what he's trying to do. This is the same minister of culture who cheered at the assassination attempt against Salman Rushdie. This is minister of culture who was cheering and writing poems to Vladimir Putin the night of the attempt by the Wagner group to do some disturbance in Russia. This is the minister of culture who is insulting every single member of parliament who has signed a bill to clearly decriminalize homosexuality in Lebanon. So a country like Lebanon, known for its vivid culture, for being the cultural capital of the entire region, to reach a point where the Minister of Culture is actually the top enemy of culture is a sign of very, very sad times for our country.
Samir Kassir Foundation representative Ayman Mhanna, thank you, sir, for joining us and sharing your analysis about this story with us from Beirut. Barbie, not yet banned in Lebanon, as Ayman corrected me on, but we're waiting for developments on that issue. But we know in other places, such as Algeria, Barbie has been banned. We'll watch for developments there. And thanks again to Ayman Mhanna for joining us live from Beirut. Thank you, sir.